countries. Now, global non-profit organisation A21 is holding a Walk for Freedom event tomorrow. The group's hoping to raise awareness about slavery. Hundreds of people are expected to take part in the global event, and one of the organisers, Renee Luus, joins us now to tell us more about the event. Renee, good morning. Did I get that? Was it A21 or A21?
A21.
A21, I got it right. Thank you very much for coming in. Tell us about the Walk for Freedom and what you actually want to achieve with this.
Great question. The Walk for Freedom is a global walk which happens in 40 different countries. We have over 500 walks registered for tomorrow across the world. So what we'd like to do is have a local walk with a global impact. And so the walk is to raise awareness in local communities across the board, across the world, that this human trafficking and slavery is an issue that's alive in our time and in our city. And we just want to raise awareness, make people aware that this is around us.
All right, so, I mean, just looking at some of the figures here, every 30 seconds someone becomes a slave. I mean, and this has been, you know, and 99% of victims are never rescued. Yes. What are you going to be doing during this walk? What are the messages? What are the actual things? Because you have a walk, it's over,
yes.
People are all rah-rah for the day,
yes.
and then it's done. How do you hope that this is, the message is going to keep going on after the walk?
The team is walking through downtown Braamfontein tomorrow and across the Nelson Mandela Bridge, hopefully to make a bit of an impact and a statement on human rights. But we're also handing out pamphlets as we go along, and actually went last week to all the local businesses in the area and the communities in the area and spoke to them about the walk, and also gave them the information of what the walk is about and these numbers, which are staggering and quite intimidating if you look at them, just to make them aware that we are in the area. We have a helpline and a hotline that they can phone. If anything looks out of place, it probably is. So we are here. We're here to serve you. Come and tell us if you see anything that doesn't sit right with you.
Tell us more about A21. I mean, you are a global anti-human trafficking organisation. So what do you deal with on a day-to-day basis? Are you getting daily calls? What are you hearing?
We do get A21 is based in America, the headquarters at the moment. We have various offices around the globe, including South Africa. We have a big office in Cape Town. We launched the South African National Hotline for anti-human trafficking tips last year in South Africa. We've been getting tips from 9 provinces throughout the last year. We've had extremely helpful, tips from nurses, community care centres, teachers, people that think things aren't sitting right. Various tips from places like Colesberg in the Northern Cape, where trucks are coming through all the time, and local citizens have seen, girls that weren't usually there being there, or young people, or young kids that are in groups.
So people are aware. People are aware. Things.
I don't think they're aware. They're as aware as we can be. I think it's more prevalent in South Africa than what we realise, especially because about 46% of our population in South Africa are, according to how they track whether or not you are eligible or vulnerable to be trafficked. And in South Africa, our number for vulnerable people is very, very high because of the age of our population and obviously our economic circumstances at the moment. So we just want people to know that this is happening. Keep your eyes and your ears on the ground.
So how many of those cases have you actually managed to intervene? How many have actually panned out and that you've actually managed to save someone?
We've saved in South Africa more than 100 people last year, mainly for labour trafficking. A21 is not the only organisation doing this. We have lots of projects throughout the year, but there's also, I know of various organisations that are active, for example, at our airports and at our ports, that have intervened also. Hundreds of people that have either come into the country or were coming in on their way out somewhere else. So there are actual great work going on the ground, along with the police as well. The police are very aware of this. We're doing training camps with them, teaching them what to look out for. There's specialised investigative units that now look out for this, prosecutors that are specialising in this, to make sure that we don't just get the people off the street, but that it actually goes through. But the figures are staggering for actual prosecutions. It's very, very hard still to do it, but we're growing, and we're believing that we can make an
getting to the
impact.
actual kingpins or the actual destinations, I'm sure is
because it's
far
all
off from there, aren't we?
it is, and it's all organised crime. So it's the same guy that sells illegal substances, sells people. So yes, it's all the same bad guys sitting behind the scenes. This is just one of the ways that they're trafficking.
How do we we contact you, Renee? I mean, you are getting calls, like you say, you are global. So if anybody has a tip, if they have something that they want you to pass on to authorities?
A21.org is the best place to go. That's our website. And then our hotline number is on there as well. So they can contact that immediately and let us know if there's anything that they see.
Wonderful. And thanks for the work that you do. Fantastic. And good luck for the walk tomorrow.
Thank you so
Let's
much.
hope that the message gets through to everybody.
Thanks you for
very
having
much,
us.
Renee Luus there. She's from A21. They are a global anti-human trafficking organization.